Good morning, boys and girls. Are you going to tell a story for us this morning, Tamina? It's going to put her on the spot. Good morning. How are you all? Did you have a good Chrissy? Is that how you say it in Australian? I'm trying to be Australian again now. I had a good Christmas, and I had Tamina and Ezra. We enjoyed our Sunday before Christmas because I spent the Christmas with Rachel's family, which is my wife, Rachel. Not Grant's wife, Rachel, but my wife, Rachel. So we spent Christmas together. I want to tell you a story, and it's a very short story because it links with our sermon this morning. And the story is about Pastor Grant. Pastor Grant was 5 years old. And he has his sister, our oldest daughter, which is Josephine, who lives in New Zealand. They actually were so excited. So we went to the shop. Now, Kmart here in Australia, we called it in New Zealand Maximart back then. And Grant's mum was actually a manager at Maximart. So we got all their presents getting ready for him to go to primary school. And this is South Auckland Seventh-day Adventist Primary School. So we got everything. We got it out of the car, their gifts and everything, and all his bags and all the books and everything for him to get ready to go to school. And somehow, somewhere, he sneaked into our room. And he put on his backpack that's full of all the books and everything and all the pencils and everything for school. And he actually loaded up his sister with some of those stuff. And then they took a walk out of the door. Now, our home was actually about an hour away from Auckland City. We lived in a rural land. We bought a house all the way from the Islander families so that they don't come and disturb us while we're raising our kids out where the farmland is, which is Papakura, which is now very full of people today, I was told by my daughter. So Grant and Josephine, we got distracted. We were doing dishes and we were cooking food. But Grant decided to take his sister for a walk to show off his nice Ninja Turtle bag that we bought for him in the street. Now we live in a street that I never thought we'll get away from the gangster life in South Auckland. But we live in a street that's full of a lot of those criminal people. And I went really anxious and stressed when I found out that my two young kids, who's a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old, have gone wander down our street. So I went all the doors, the next door neighbors, knock on their doors, screaming at them. Have you seen my kids? Is it in your house? I'm going to come and check it. I was really like that. I was going like that. I was going out next door neighbors. There are a few nice neighbors, but there were very difficult neighbors around our area. But they don't do any things around our area. They go somewhere else and do it and then come out and act like an angel in our area. So I was knocking on the doors. But we had a border collie, a cross-border collie dog. And his name was named after Grant's initial, Robert Jr. And we call him RJ. And this border collie was so smart. And he followed the kids along the way. And so I start whistling. I normally whistle. My whistle goes like this. I'm getting old now. I can't whistle anymore. But it sounds very nicely. And my dog actually understands when I whistle, that I'm actually calling him to come. But he didn't turn up at all. You see, we got distracted and we lost sight of our kids. Somebody could have called social welfare at that time. And our social welfare in New Zealand is similar to DOCS here in Australia, Department of Child Protection. We could have lost the kids. But I knew that my dog is missing. That means my dog will be good enough to bring the kids back home. And you know what? They walked. We got a train, not a train station, but the train rails runs behind our house, and it's very nice in the luxury mountains of Papakura, at the back of Papakura, Hunua. And I could hear the train, and I thought, oh no, my kids will be down that way. As I was walking, I looked down the road, and I saw two small figures and a black dog running in front of them. And when my dog heard my cry, my whistle again, he ran so hard and then he stopped. He hesitated because he was thinking about Grant and Josephine. As they approached me, you know, as a father, as an Islander father, I won't describe it because I will ruin your Sabbath if I describe it. But I was furious. I was very upset. And I said to Grant, why? He goes, oh, we went for a walk. I just wanted to went for a walk and try out how heavy my bag will be. And because Josephine wants to go to the bathroom, we have to turn back and come back. And RJ led the way back home. And they got home safely. And I went to my neighbors and started apologizing. And Grant's mum started cooking and baking some stuff, and we give it to them. We show the Christian love again. While I was yelling at them, thinking that they might be hiding my kids inside their house. But there are times that in life that we get distracted and we lose sight of the very important things in our lives. And as you grow up, I want you to understand that don't get distracted. Enjoy it, but don't get distracted. Thank you so much for listening and have a wonderful Sabbath.